Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Edwardsville High School versus Christian Brothers College. There was a little bit of technical and environmental difficulties, so we apologize for that. Starting off, very sunny. A couple of really close shots, or almost shots, from the Tigers. Just playing it in CBC's half. There's a lot of physicality, too. There's always that. Okay, yeah, there's a call for that one. There was also one that I think could have been called for some physicality and tripping, but it wasn't. The Tigers taking the kick at roughly maybe the 5-yard line, I think, going in towards CBC's goal. A beautiful kick up, a header just through the field goal, right above, just a little bit lower. It's going to be a goal kick coming out of CBC's goal. It's an immediate pass short to the defender. Header from the Tigers. Another header just backwards. Really good pressure from CBC coming on. Trying to take it past them. Tigers sending it back out. Little give and go. Keeping it in CBC's half. And CBC recovering it. Taking it down the line. Already past one. Slide tackle. AR did wave his flag. We're going to have a kick going in, I think, for CBC. Going in towards the Tigers' goal. Really close shot for CBC. Kind of almost in the same area. Just laid it off as a little pass. A crossover. Header in from CBC, saved by our goalkeeper. Rolling it out to our team, our defensive line. He's got plenty of space to take it up. And send down the line. Received 2 headers from CBC. We pass among the defensive line. Lots of pressure coming on. The send down the line. Tigers receiving it, trying to send it back up, and that is an out of bounds call. It's going to be a CBC throw in. Right to him, a really good turn from CBC. Bringing it out into the corner. An attempted cross over in towards the middle of the box. Tigers just deflecting it. Slow rolling ball a little bit. CBC just playing it amongst themselves. A lot of open space for them to take the ball and send it back or send it up. A little bit of pressure coming on from the Tigers. Just keeping that space, just taking some time. CBC is passing it back to their goalie. Tigers are pushing it up a little bit. And their keeper's just holding it at his feet. A little chip over a couple of our players. A lot of fighting for the ball. Missed a little bit. He did recover it. A lot of space for the Tigers. They send pass back for the Tigers. Trying to set it up the far side. Maybe trying to get into the corner. Over in the corner. attempted cross in, sending it out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for CBC. Another just short pass to their defense. A boot over, a header from CBC, received in his chest. He's just taking off, trying to send it into the corner. Deflected out. We're going to have a throw-in for the Tigers. It's a pretty far back throw-in. See, trying to keep it out. And we have a foul, I think, on one of the Tigers. An injury. He's up. It doesn't look like there are subs coming on for him. He's just going to continue to play. It's going to be a Tigers kick. Landed off a nice, easy pass. A beautiful switch from the Tigers. Right to the open space. He settled that beautifully, too. Just taking some space. A really good, strong pass on the ground. Though it was into a big, clump of people. And send in towards the top. A shot saved by their keeper. He did bobble it out. Could have been a rebound there. CBC's defense just on top of it, though. Their defense just passing it back and forth. Another out-of-bounds ball. It is going to be a throw-in for CBC. And they do have one sub coming on as well. Toss received by the Tigers. And sent back up. They're in CBC's half. Couple of... That could have maybe been a foul had he gotten the ball away. A lot of open space for the Tigers. Not a ton of pressure coming on. Attempting to get it past them. And another send in towards the middle. A header, I look like, from the Tigers. Another send back into the box. Picked up by CBC's goalie. Just immediately rolling it out. It's a stark contrast to, I think, the last home game where their goalie would just, hold it for forever. It's going to be another CBC throw-in. We do have one player sat. I think they are calling a sub on for him. Whistle signaling to stop the time. 27 minutes, 27 seconds. Katie running on the field, athletic trainer. Gonna take a second. CBC coming all the way over here from St. Louis, across the river, where their school is located. Reset the time back to 26:46. And we're going to have a corner kick, it looks like, for CBC. That guy who was down, he did get walked off the field with Katie. Taking a little break, probably. If he comes back in. Shot from CBC, just wide. We're going to have a goal kick for the Tigers. Setting it right in the middle on the 6-yard line. Tigers taking it up the near sideline. Attempted pass taken out by CBC, just back to their defensive line again. Just kind of holding it. Switching the field just back and forth. Back to their goalie too. Another send out wide. A little bit of pressure coming on from the Tigers. It's out of bounds. We're going to have a Tigers throw in. It's going to be roughly right at the half mark. We do have one sub coming on too for the Tigers. A little bit of back and forth. The pass back to our goalie. Back to the defense. A lot of pressure at that moment. And still he's coming on with the pressure. We're gonna have that is going to be a foul call on him though. So we're going to have a kick for the Tigers. Send back to the other side defense. Taking it to switch it. A little bit big of a touch. Recovered. Sent into the CBC's half. They're receiving possession of it. Tigers recovering it. Sending it for a switch. Getting past the defender, breaking some ankles. A lot of pushing. Definitely should have been a foul. There's no call on that from the ref. So that goes against all of the foul rules. Because it was denial of a goal scoring opportunity. Right in the box too. That could have been a penalty kick potentially for the Tigers. Had it been called. Like, I think we're going to have a corner kick for CBC. Which is unfortunate for us. Little nice grounded pass. Sent in, Tigers deflecting it out. Receiving it 3 on him. Send up into their half, received as a header, I think. And just playing it, lots of open space. Just kind of walking with it. They send over the defense. Over the keeper too. And it's a goal for CBC. Nothing really we could have done about that. CBC goal, 22 minutes, 49 seconds left in the half. Tigers pass back to our defense. Just sent it through, up into their half. More and more grabbing. They're like grabbing his arm. That's not allowed. Slide tackle. I think it's going to be a goal kick for CBC. See, this is where the game is going to start getting a little bit out of hand because these calls are not being made early on in the game. These very obvious calls. I'm going to pass back to CBC's defense and just switching it. I'm playing it out wide. Another pass right through a couple people. Tigers trying to get it into the half. CBC's just shutting it down. Tigers keeping it, taking it up the line. Send in, no one's there. He's coming onto the ball, not making it. There's just too many back, I feel like. Too many defenders, just outnumbered 1-on-3. AR waving his flag. There was one guy down. That is good call from the AR. Appreciative of the ref for looking at him and noticing that. It's a Tigers kick. Just little easy layoff. Sent through to no one. CBC just taking the possession back. Easy peasy. It's going to be a CBC throw-in too. Tigers recovering it, sending it in towards the middle. Another potential foul. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it was, but another. He's just got all wide open space. Pass into the corner. Send in towards the box. Attempted maybe shot. Out of bounds. Gonna be a goal kick for the Tigers. Tigers do have one sub coming on as well. Just about halfway through the half. I'm going to take a long kick up the middle. Header from CBC, another header from the Tigers, trying to send it back up. Stopped for a second. And it's another out of bounds ball. CBC throwing. He did have one sub come on too for CBC. So waiting on the ref's whistle to throw the ball back in. Received by CBC. Tripped a little bit. Looked like Tigers trying to get the possession back, not running on quick enough. Passed through the defense. Looks like he tried to pull it back to send it in towards the middle. Didn't make it. Tigers taking it up the line. Trying to pass it. CBC's just there. Deflecting it. As they regain the possession again. Some Tigers recovering it off the pass. A little bit too hard of a pass from the Tigers. Another person fell. I think he signed his shoe actually. Alright, throw-in for the Tigers. So he wanted to go throw it backwards. Wasn't really an option. Sending it just back into their team again. In fact, they're wide open defense. No one's on them. It's taking all the time in the world to get there. And go maybe past the defense. He didn't get past him. Tigers taking the ball back. Trying again to bring it up the line. Overturning the pressure, or possession, excuse me, and the pressure too, kind of. Trying to just send it through 2 CBC players on 1 Tiger. We have a Tigers throw in. Right at the 30-yard line. Send in straight across. We have an attempt for a switch. They took. Just hesitated a little bit. And he's taking the ball. He almost had it. He just fell. A little bit of physicality. A header saved by their goalie. It was a beautiful save. It's a really tough save. The one's within the goal. So we're gonna have a call from the ref. It's gonna be a kick for the Tigers. And definitely, they're pushing up. Definitely feel like it's needed. One CBC player staying behind the ball too. Probably as an option if they decide to boot it down the field again. Send in, and it's out of bounds off the Tigers. Gonna be a goal kick for CBC after the sub comes on for the Tigers. Just gotta wait for the ref to blow his whistle again. Nice easy pass, short. And they just sent it across the box. Just completing all these nice, easy passes to all the open space. Another really big kick. Almost out of bounds. Kept in. And then it did go out of bounds. We're going to have a throw in for the Tigers. CBC receiving it. Just passing it back to their defense. And then another pass up the line. They're in the Tigers' half. Trying to send it in the box. Deflected off of one of the Tigers players. It's going to be a corner kick for CBC. Going in towards the Tigers' goal. A lot of subs coming on. I think there's 3. Just came on for CBC. Another ground pass. And a send in. Missed header from the Tigers. CBC receiving it up at the top of the box. Tigers clearing it out. I think he kicked it back in towards their goal. Their defense taking it. A really big send. That's in the box. Our goalie caught it. He's holding it. Letting his team get up. Going for the punt. It's a header from the Tigers. Received back. Another pass. Sent up the line. Trying to get it back in. Deflecting it off of CBC. We have a Tigers throw in. Tigers receiving it. There's one on him. A little bit of tripping over the ball. Bringing it into the corner Again, 2 CBC players on one of our Tigers. Receiving it in the middle. A shot just wide of the goal. Could have been a goal there. It's going to be a goal kick for CBC. That's in the goal now. Does that count? Their goalkeeper taking a little bit of time. Another really short pass. They've done that every time. I feel like we need to get like one designated runner. Oh, he's got his arms up. He thinks it's a foul. Tigers passing it back towards their own goal. Trying to send it across. Not making it. Not hard enough of a pass and not up in the air enough. And back to our goalkeeper. He's keeping it at his feet. Send out of bounds. It's going to be a Tigers throw-in. CBC taking the header. Tigers trying to keep it. He had it for a good run. Just wasn't able to keep it long enough. Another really big send. Goalkeeper sliding out to take that. Bring it into his chest. Just holding it for a second. Another punt over. Landing almost right at the 40-yard mark. A little bit of battling to try and keep it in bounds. It's going to be a CBC throw-in. CBC just deflecting it back up. Tigers heading it. I think there was a little bit of jersey pulling, so it's going to be a Tigers kick. I'm not entirely sure, though. A header backwards for the Tigers. Taking it into the corner. A little bit of attempted ankle breaking, I think. 2 CBC players on one of the Tigers. This has happened so many times this game already. One of the defense players bringing it up. Pass out wide from CBC. And a beautiful send in from him. Trying to get it closer into that box. Tigers stopping it. Ooh, a really, really good block from the Tigers. They're just sending it back up into CBC's half. Another really close out of bounds. Deflected by the Tigers. Through his legs. That's kind of crazy. A lot of battling for the ball. It's just kind of sitting for a second. They're sending it through, again, up into CBC's half, but they're not sending it to anyone. There's not anyone up there other than one person to receive the ball, and they're not sending it where that one person is because he has a man on him. CBC's just taking the possession back every time. Sending it back through again. It's going to be out of bounds. We're going to have a throw-in for the Tigers. We're also going to have one sub coming off of the Tigers. Throwing right to him. Playing it back to our defense, back out wide, back in towards the middle. A lot of pressure coming on. Just waiting, our goalkeeper's got it at his feet. And pass up the line. Tigers keeping it in. Send back to our defensive line. They just switching the field up. We're going to have a call on CBC. It's going to be a kick for the Tigers. Nearly at the half mark. Send right towards the crest of the 18. And CBC just receiving it again. They're just taking all the space. There's nobody on them. Receiving it again. It's going to be out of bounds off the Tigers. A CBC throw in again. Starting to throw in pretty far back from where it was. Header from the Tigers. Receiving it. Fighting for the ball, not being able to keep it. It's going to be a Tigers throw in. A ton of pressure from CBC. He's past him. Taking it towards the goal. Slide tackle. He's on the ground. There's no call there. We out of bounds off the Tigers. Going to be a CBC throw in. We're throwing back to their defense. CBC switching the field. Using their midfielders. And back to their defense again. There's no one on him. There's no pressure from the Tigers. He's just able to stand there and keep the ball just for however long he'd like. Header from the Tigers. Back out of bounds. CBC throw in. Just about under 5 minutes. Almost 4 minutes left in the half. Tigers taking it. Having to take it back towards their goal. And just sending it straight into one of the CBC players. Tigers gaining a little bit of ground. Header from the Tigers. Trying to settle it. Just kind of sending it back out of bounds. It's going to be another CBC throw in. Ball's up in the air a little bit. Another send right over our defense. They're on breakaway. If he can recover it. Send in towards the middle. Hit out by the goalie. He wasn't able to catch it. Tigers deflecting that back out. Right off to the side of the goal. It's going to be another corner kick for CBC. A corner kick with just 3 minutes left in the half. Another play on the ground. They've done that every time too. I don't understand. CBC playing with their defense again. Trying to send it past the defense. Tigers keeping possession. Trying to keep it almost out of bounds. CBC playing at the defense. There's no pressure. He didn't even have to pass that. He could have just stood there with it and let the time run down. As I said, over our defense. A really, really big kick. That is out of Tiger Stadium. It's in a tree. Oh, it came out of the tree. I think it's a throw-in for CBC. Ball boy has to hop the fence. No, maybe, no, it's a throw-in. I was gonna say, maybe it's a corner kick. He just kept walking that way. You could treat it as a corner kick, I feel like. Trying to pass it up. It's going to be a CBC throw-in. A little bit further towards their own half this time. Taking some sweet time on this throw-in. Do I really blame him? No. Is it a little frustrating? Yes. And it's back out of the park in the bleachers. Another throw-in for CBC. Just about 35 seconds left. Just a nice, easy throw-in. In that corner. There's two Tigers on him. They did get the ball back. And CBC just sent it right back out of bounds. Tigers throw-in. Just 10 seconds left. Tigers header. CBC header. Just trying to boot it back out of bounds again. Would be a Tigers throw-in, but that is the end of the first half. CBC 1, Tigers 0. We have a 10-minute halftime, and then we'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Back to the CBC versus the Edwardsville game. 40 minutes on the clock. Tigers starting off with the ball. Waiting for the ref. Not sure what he's doing. There's their whistle. Tigers just sending it right to one of CBC's players. And Tigers keeping the possession. Sending it back. Not a ton of pressure at the moment. There's some pressure coming on. Tigers sending it back to our defense. And taking his space. Send through CBC's defense. It's going to be out of bounds. We're going to have a goal kick for CBC. I'm bringing it in towards the middle. And they're just playing it out wide. Are they going to cross it? Oh my gosh, they crossed it, guys. What a surprise. They did the same thing that they've done every other time. Another CBC pass back to their defense. They're going to probably try and switch the field again. Playing it into all the open space. Almost out of bounds. Sent back to CBC's defense again. Then back out wide. No call. CBC sending it out of bounds. Going to be a Tigers goal kick. Tigers corner kick. Excuse me. Taking it on the near side corner. It's like all the Tigers lining up towards the top of the 18. Header out from CBC, and they just boot it back out. Header from the Tigers. Trying to play it back in, trying to get it back in the box. CBC just sending it back out of bounds. It's going to be a Tigers throw in. And a header in right in the middle of the box. A missed header from the Tigers. Taking it into the corner. A lot of shoving. I can't tell if it's shoving or if they're just being really, really, really physical to try and get the ball. There was no call on it, so I'm assuming it was just some physicality. It is a Tigers throw-in. Two people fall. It's going to be a kick for the Tigers. Okay. Or no, kick for CBC. Sorry, they switched sides and it messed with my brain. Really big kick. If there is one thing about this team is they can kick it. They're like just booting it. Every single one's going minimum like 30-40 yards. Just a little flick over the defense from CBC. Another pass back to their defense. We're just all wide open. And a wide open switch too. There's a little bit of a curve on the ball. Tigers receiving it. A lot of pressure coming on. Tigers trying to send it in. No call. CBC getting it back out. I feel like they kind of like clump up a little bit with their defense, but it works in their favor. There's only been a couple of times this game where we've had shots on goal or potential shots. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick for CBC. I think he's going to send it up this time rather than do their short. Defense is pushing it way up. And for a good reason, too. It is a call on the Tigers for pushing when they went for the header. And pass back to CBC's defense. Sending it back up, back out wide. Another send through. Tigers kicking it back towards our goal. That could have been that was a really risky. Because had that not been settled the way it was. A little bit of a move. Get it out wide. So many people. The hesitation. That should have been a foul. That was full arm extension on that. Tigers throwing. Split the defenders. Back out wide. And it was out of bounds. It looks like it is going to be a kick for the Tigers. Right at that 25-yard mark. Run on the back side of the goal. Ooh, sent that ball. That is over the back bleachers. It's going to be a goal kick for CBC and a lot of running for the ball runner. And Tigers receiving it, immediately losing the possession. And CBC just sending it way over all our defense. Sending it back to their goalie. Just played it off the bounce. And our Tigers receiving it, kind of deflecting it. Looks like maybe a little bit of lack of communication from the Tigers. Sending it to their wing. No call. CBC taking the possession back. There's a lot of pressure. Was going to be no call. Ref did call it. It's going to be a kick for the Tigers. Everyone was a little confused for a second. Was that the 35-yard mark? Send over right in the middle of the 18-yard box crest. Their goalie's got it. He's taking his time. Missed header. Tigers keep trying to send that. And it is in CBC's half. Just overtook by the CBC defense. It's a struggle when there's really no support for the Tigers up there in that corner. And back to our goalie. Could have a switch. I'm just gonna take his space up. Pass right to CBC. Tigers. Ooh, we have a whistle. I think it's gonna be a kick for the Tigers, yeah. Everyone lining up on the 18-yard box. It's a little bit of pushing before the ball was kicked. Header, it looked like it went right between both of the teams. And it's going to be out of bounds. We're going to have a throw-in for the Tigers. CBC just receiving it. Header from the Tigers. A good header, a good settle. Taking a couple extra touches. CBC just taking the possession back. Playing it out wide onto the line. Almost out of bounds. Sending it up. There's no one there to receive it. They're just sending it right into CBC players. And I guess hoping that they missed the ball. Another pass back to our defense. Taking space. A lot of fighting for the ball. There's a lot of pressure from CBC. And they're passed back to the defense. He's got a ton of space at the moment. And send over. Their goalie's got it. Just a little bit too strong. Nice easy roll. Kind of playing it into the space. Out of bounds. We're going to have a Tigers throw in. A lot of battling. Tigers have the possession. Taking those extra touches, just dribbling it right into 3 of CBC's players. And they're on breakaway. CBC on breakaway. And that is a shot, another goal from them. It's 2-0. CBC Tigers.
Call CBC.
They had a bunch of subs come on. I think they had 4 subs just come on for CBC and 1 for the Tigers. That's why they play on those kicks. They always keep one of their players back because they've always just been able to send it. Like, within this game, they've just always been able to send it and get breakaways or almost breakaways. And that one resulted in a goal. Tigers playing it back. Taking his space. There's the pressure coming on. Not releasing it. He's just kind of dribbling it. Trying to take the pressure. A little bit of a heavy touch. Ref had to do a little bit of a jump to get over that one. We have a whistle from the ref. It's going to be a kick for CBC. Taking their time to get the ball set up. I'm wasting it. I don't blame them. There was some pressure, just a little bit overshot the run. Another send through. Right to him, slide tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for CBC. Throwing it back towards their own goal. Sending it right in towards the middle. Just getting past everyone. And a shot on goal. Smothered by the keeper. Holding it. Let his team get out. Signaling for him to get up. He's going to punt the ball. Most likely, yeah. A little bit over the half line. Past the defense. He's past the goalie too, but it's out of bounds. He couldn't recover it after it went over the goalie. It's going to be a goal kick for CBC. It's about 24 minutes left. Went before the ref blew his whistle. I'm going to have to restart it. The Tigers had a sub. And there's his whistle. Received by CBC and then just booted all the way back into the Tigers' half. All the way to the 30-yard mark. They're taking it. It's going to be a throw-in, I think, for the Tigers. Maybe it's a kick. I saw the AR's flag go up and assumed it was a throw-in, but it is a kick for the Tigers. That was my bad. Received by CBC right to one of their players. And back to their defensive line. Playing it right across the center and switching the field. Tigers defense receiving it. Through ball. They're in the end zone area. In the 18, just the top corner of the 18-yard. They're keeping possession. He's still got the ball. Trying to send it in, just kicked it right into the chest of one of CBC's players. Gonna be out of bounds. Throw in for the Tigers. Immediately taking the throw in. You gotta keep the momentum up. And it's out of bounds. We're going to be a goal kick for CBC. The ref's blowing his whistle again, letting one of the Tigers subs come in on. I'm going to send right over Tigers header, CBC header. And it's out of bounds. It's going to be throw in for the Tigers. Header from the Tigers. Did connect. He did recover it. Now they're sending it back towards our goal again. Another pass back. right to a CBC player. No call. No call. Oh, no, never mind. There's a call. He's hurt. Maybe he's not hurt because he's standing up now. It's going to be a kick for CBC. Tigers taking it back. A shot over the goal. Bounced off the fence. It's going to be a goal kick for CBC. They have one player coming on too as a sub. Header from the Tigers off the goal kick. And a header off the header. It's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers. Just under 20 minutes left in the half. Tigers sending it, a shot saved by their goalie. Their defense clearing it out. It's out of the park again. It's going to be a corner kick for the Tigers. Lifting up both of his hands. Send over a header. Another header from CBC, clearing it out of that goal area. Tigers dribbling it past. Not allowing the turn. Taking that pass. There's a lot of shoving from some of their players. They just got possession back. Taking it down the sideline. No pressure coming on from the front. And there's no pressure there either. Everyone's on the other side of the field. They're just playing it, almost playing like keep away with their defensive line. Just passing it back and forth, and they just pass it just straight over everyone. Tigers pass it back towards our goal. Trying to send it in. Header from CBC again out. Tigers are trying to get it back in. They're not making it so far. No call. No call. Everyone just has so much open space with their team, I feel like. Like, especially their whole defensive line. They passed it back towards their defensive line so much. Everyone's just open. There's so much space for them to take, for them to just play with the ball and hold it. Like that. Back to their defense. And back to the guy who's wide open. No call. I think, I don't know. Send through. One defender down. It looks like it's going to be a goal kick. I think. No, yeah, ref's calling it a goal kick. I think everyone else thought it was a corner kick.
Hi. Yeah, what's up? Okay, yes. Sure.
Their goalie's taking the kick for him. And a header over into the Tigers' half.
Hello, I'm working this up.
A little bit of a slide tackle.
Hello?
Another pass back to their defense. To the guys who are wide open. All the way back. They sure are open. Trying to send it in. Tigers just sending it backwards. They did clear it, which is a good clear.
Are now half off in the concession stands.
It's gonna be. Oh, the AR's got his flag up. I think it's gonna be out of bounds call. Kind of a throw in for CBC. Waiting for his whistle after subs come on. Then you throw it back to the defensive line where there's no one. He's just holding it. The ball's like not even moving. And send out wide. CBC trying to switch it. A little bit of pressure from the Tigers. And they are full field switching it. Sending it back in. Oh, they're out at the corner. Tigers kicking it out. It's going to be a corner kick for CBC. They just played it short. I don't even think half the people realized what just happened. It's back up in the air. Really good settle. Tigers getting the possession back. Trying to split it, but it didn't work. The pass wasn't strong enough to get through him. CBC passing it still. Just like holding it. Very, very little pressure. Playing it on the far sideline. Tigers taking the possession. A ton of pressure coming on. CBC just clearing it. Tigers trying to get it back in. Not releasing the pressure soon enough. They're not passing the ball when the pressure's on them. Those 2 extra seconds that they're keeping that ball, it does matter. And I feel like that's what is part of why they keep losing the ball. Almost out of bounds, and it is out of bounds. They tried to save it with a slide tackle. It's going to be a goal kick for the Tigers. The sub coming on. 3 subs, I think, coming on. maybe 4. Tigers keeper taking the kick with a couple of his defenders back. Got to play it short. Keep it a little bit controlled. Another send over right to the center defenders, center backs position. A little bit of pressure on the Tigers. Through both of them. A little bit of a pullback. Back to our defense. Ton of pressure coming on. There's about under 10 minutes left. Tigers keeping possession at the moment. A little bit of space for them to take. Trying to send it in, just again sending it right towards a CBC player. And there's 2 other guys that it could have been passed to. CBC sending it over, switching the field. It's taken by the Tigers. Ref's gonna call that one. It's gonna be a Tigers kick. Couldn't tell if he was hurt or fixing his shin guard. I think he just no, he's on his knee. I think he's hurt. No, never mind. Maybe he's tying his shoe. He's back up. It's okay. Trying to send it through a player. Can't pass through a man. A little bit of pressure on. CBC gaining possession back. Again, playing it on the line, pretty much. They do have some really good foot skill moves. Back into the corner. I'm going to send it in. If they can make it. I think it's out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick for the Tigers. Had to wait for that ref whistle. Still waiting a little bit. Still waiting for the kick. It's a kick right to us. Settling it, a little bit of a bounce. Trying to send it through. Right to the center back again. Oh no, that wasn't the center back. He was just kind of back there. And they're through. It is offsides. Thank goodness. It's going to be a Tigers kick. Tigers taking their space, switching it. To get him was almost a little bit too powerful. Tigers trying to bring it down, just kind of getting like barreled by CBC's players. It's gonna be out of bounds off the Tigers. Gonna be a CBC throw-in. Another CBC throw-in off a header out of bounds. The ref blowing his whistle. It's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers. Just immediately throwing it short. And then back to our defense. a lot of pressure from CBC, especially when it's in the middle. They come in on one side and they take away all those angles for that whole side. And the majority of the time, it feels like a lot of our open players are on the side that they're cutting off. This should be a foul. See, I'm pretty sure that should have been a foul because his arms were out. That was definitely a foul. Looks like, are we gonna have a card too? We have a card for the Tigers. I believe it was just a yellow card. I could not really tell. Maybe a kick for CBC. Immediately playing it to pass it. I'm just holding it. Holding where the space is open. Taking all the space back to their defensive line. And back out wide. A really good little give out towards the sideline. Little one touch. Some pressure from the Tigers. Trying to keep the possession. But they just can't. There's been so many turnovers. We're just under 5 minutes left. Send over in the corner, cleared by the Tigers off a header. They can take it, trying to release the pressure. They just passed it right into a CBC player. And we're gonna have offsides on CBC. It's gonna be a kick for the Tigers. Slide tackle. Tigers keeping possession though. Getting it over him. Trying to pass it to get it to him. Get it in the corner. CBC clearing it out. It's going to be a Tigers throw in. Switching out who's taking it. A header backwards from the Tigers. Kind of hit his shoulder. CBC clear it out. And running on. Tigers in the 18. Struggling to get that possession. Keep it under control. CBC just sent it out of bounds. We're going to have a throw in for the Tigers. Header from CBC. Tigers bringing it down. Sent in towards the box. And CBC receiving it, just playing it on the ground out. Tigers header. Kind of threw his arms up in the air. It's a little interesting. Tigers playing it into the space. Back over towards the near sideline. Oh, back out wide. And a lot of pressure. There's a lot of physicality. Especially in the corner. Another tried to send it in, just no one was there to receive it. There's just no one, I feel like, where they've been sending the ball to. Gonna be another throw in for the Tigers. Back to the Tigers again. We out of bounds or have a goal kick for CBC. We're at 1 minute left. I think if they waste the time. Oh, they're not wasting the time. They just kind of, he touched it and they're doing the thing again where they just sent it straight across. It's like just right across the middle of the goal. Send in towards the PK spot. No Tigers receiving it.
Where's the camera? 30 seconds before left.
30 seconds left in the game. CBC taking the possession. Shooting it out wide. $15 left. They're just kind of keeping it. Oh my gosh, back to their defense. That is the end of the game. CBC 2, Tigers 0. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brooklyn Elliott. I was your announcer. Have a nice night.